Do we see the material? Oh. Oh, hey. Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Madam J, and I am back with yet another tutorial. Okay, today, as you see, my hair, okay, we gotta finish it. Today, I'm gonna be showing y'all my updated silk press routine. I've made a few tweaks. My silk press has gotten better, okay, and I wanted to show y'all what's new. So as y'all know, the blow dry is really key to having a really good silk press. And what I use is the Revlon One Step Volumizer, okay? This is linked in my description, but this is very inexpensive. But to me, it kind of replicates the whole nozzle tip blow dryer with the paddle brush or, you know, other brush type of blow dry. Except it's all in one, okay? This has been a key to better silk presses for me. I was using the Dyson Airwrap before, which I love. However, I feel like my blowouts come out smoother when I use this, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to use it. But, okay, we have blown out the majority of the hair. We have this last section left, so let me show you what products I'm using. Now, before you get to your blow dry, you wanna make sure you have an amazing wash day routine. Definitely recommend using either Sacred or Olaplex for your wash day. Those are gonna be amazing products that give you the best silk press and also reduce any type of damage that may affect your hair with this process. So, in this last section, as you see, the hair is still thriving 6 months in as a stretch natural. And so I promise you, you need this product in your arsenal, okay? The Fenty Hair 5-in-1 Heat Protectant, the protective type. This right here, I cannot do my blowout without this product. This is my favorite heat protectant, and it's been doing an amazing job, as you see, at preserving my natural curls. Love this so much. What I added to it is the Amika, the Wizard silicone-free detangling primer. So this also acts as a heat protectant. This one is a spray, so see it here. So what I normally do is spray this first on the whole section. Okay, then just kind of mix that in some. And once that's mixed in, I put this in smaller sections, and that's when I apply the protective type to it. So let's get some smaller sections, okay? Tips for your blow dry. I like to make sure my hair is damp versus soaking wet. If you do it on damp hair, I feel like it's smoother. And also you spend less time blow drying, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to spend hours blow drying my hair. I can get this done within an hour. And so let it dry down a little bit. Still let it be a little bit damp. And if you need to spray a little bit of water, get you a little spray bottle, okay? Spray a little bit of water on there to help activate the products. And also we don't want our ends to be dry. So I just spray a little bit of water, mix everything in. And then I also use my unbrush. So I've been using my handy dandy unbrush for a minute now. Y'all probably seen in my videos, but detangle. I'm just gonna keep saying detangle. You want this to be as detangled as possible so that when we get to the actual blow dryer, we're not getting hung up by tangles. So just start at the ends and work your way up. And then from there, I apply the Fenty Hair Heat Protectant. You don't need a lot, so a little goes a long way. Get you somewhere around there. And rub it into your section. Make sure you go through the ends. Get those edges, get everywhere, okay? Mix it all the way in. And then I take my unbrush, do another quick detangle, brush that all the way through. And then we're gonna keep this stretched like this. Turn on our blow dryer. I use high heat. I feel comfortable with high heat. If you don't feel comfortable with high heat, you can do low heat. But keep it stretched like this. And we're gonna hover over it first. Then you start at the end and work your way up. take it and spin. And as you see, it comes out pretty smooth, y'all. This is gonna minimize the amount of heat we have to use with our flat iron. So definitely take your time, do a really good blowout. But yeah, see how smooth that is? Yes, do y'all see it or I'm tripping? All right, let's continue that process. Same thing, get you a smaller section. All right, y'all, so that is how you blow dry your hair for your silk press. So hopefully that was helpful. I also have more blowout tutorials on my YouTube if you need more instructions, but that is the routine. So you just want to finish off the last bit. Once I finish this off, I'll be back for the next part of the silk press routine. Okay, my loves, the blow dry is complete, hunty. Okay, do y'all see this hair? Okay, the blow dry is giving. Now that we've done the blow dry, that's when we move on to the flat iron. But before we move on to the flat iron, we want to let the hair rest. I normally let it rest overnight, but today I'm kind of like, I got to finish it tonight. So I do recommend you letting it rest for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Allowing it to rest is going to allow the hair temperature to return to a normal temperature. If you do it right after you blow dry, your hair is still hot. So when you apply that flat iron, it's going to be some swelling and your silk press is not going to be as smooth as you want it. So allow the hair some time to rest. I'm going to give mine 30 minutes and then we'll get right into that flat iron routine. All right, y'all, I allowed my hair to rest. And as you see, I started my silk press. Okay. So let me show you how to get your hair looking like this. Okay, so I am using some of the same products from my last tutorial. I'm just switching up my technique. So I'm still using the T3 micro flat iron. I think it's 1.25 inches. It's a thicker one, so it's better for like thick natural hair. And I have my heat setting on 380. I think my last video I did 350, but I found that 380 is my sweet spot without going too hot, but also giving me a sleek enough silk press. You can always go up higher if you're comfortable with that, but for me, I'm still wanting to preserve my curls, so this is the technique I've found that's been able to keep me in check, okay? And I'm also still using the Pattern Beauty Heat Protectant. This adds a good shine to your hair as well. So in total, we've used like 3 heat protectants, okay? Because we still trying to preserve the curls, but we do want a good, you know, flat iron, okay? So that's what we're doing. And then I just have a fine tooth comb. This is the Bounce Curl Comb, but you can use any fine tooth comb you have. So let's go ahead and get into the technique. So this is the blow dried portion, okay? So you see the difference between the blow dried and the flat iron? So you want to use smaller sections when you're flat ironing. This is how you're gonna get the smoothest look possible. So I'm just getting a little baby section. I'm just gonna detangle it with a brush. You can use any brush you'd like. And then I'm going to spray some of this Pattern Beauty Heat Protectant. I normally do some in the middle and then some at the bottom and then kind of just mix it in. Then I take my fine tooth comb and just go through it like that. And then we're just going to take our flat iron. Okay, I do 2 passes on the root and then 1 pass all the way down. Because this flat iron is made for thick hair, I normally don't have to do more than 1 pass. It normally gets it pretty sleek. So that's the good thing about investing in a good flat iron. And I just take my comb and slowly glide it through just like that, okay? You see that? Just like that. That is what we're going to be doing. That's all you're going to do, y'all. So take another small section. And we're almost done, honestly. You just got to get this technique down. I love that I've been able to test out my process and I found things that work better for me and for natural hair. So that's all a part of this journey, is trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, tweaking what you need to tweak. And y'all, when I tell you this routine has been getting your girl right, so I wanted to go ahead and do an updated one to show you what I'm doing differently. And my silk press normally lasts me 2 weeks. It can honestly last longer than that, but I do not like going that long without washing my hair. So do what you will with that information. Just like that, y'all. Like, it's just too perfect. Too perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the key again is that good blow dry. The hair is smooth and not tangled from our blow dry. So like, it makes the flat iron part so seamless. Like, look how smooth it already is without the flat iron. So you really don't need that much heat. Like I said, if you want to go up, that's on you, baby. But I know that 380 is a sweet spot for me, so I'm gonna stay there. Yeah, smooth and shiny. Shiny with a T-Y, okay? You heard. So you just keep doing this same process, okay? When you get to the back sections, do the same thing. Make sure you do small sections so that it'll be as smooth as possible. We don't want to waste our time or our heat, okay? Smooth, small sections, okay? Take your time. You do not have to rush and do this. But I've been doing this for a minute, so I kind of know what I'm doing now. I've been using this routine that I'm showing you guys for the past few months. After I did this, after I did my last silk press routine. So I've been doing this for a while, this new routine. All right, y'all, I'm gonna finish the last little bit and then I'll be back with a recap. And just like that, y'all, we are done. We are done, y'all. Do we see the material? Like, do we see the full oh, hey, I didn't see you there. The hair is giving. The hair is giving. The hair is giving. The last thing we're gonna do is take some of the Sacred hair oil and we're just gonna apply that as like a finishing oil. And I don't know if it's just my bottle, but like, it don't be coming out on my bottle. All the way through. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. And there we have it, folks. My full updated silk press routine. And y'all, I hope your hair is giving because I am loving my results. It looks and feels so good to me. And before I go, I want to leave you with some tips for your silk press or flat iron. You want to make sure you do this on clean hair. You always want to make sure you clarify before you decide to do a silk press. You also want to use a deep conditioner or protein treatment before you do a silk press, okay? This is going to help protect your hair and also give you the sleekest silk press that you can achieve on your own. Also, make sure you keep up with your quarterly trims. If you don't have your quarterly trim, your ends might not look the way you want them to look when you use the flat iron. So take that as your opportunity to trim your hair. If you are not experienced with trimming your own hair, make sure you visit a professional to make sure they trim your hair accurately. But yeah, those are the main tips. Make sure you keep up with your hair vitamins that you take as well. I take the Donna's Recipe vegan biotin hair gummies. I actually need to restock because I got like 2 left, which is like 1 day. But yeah, those are the best practices for making sure you achieve the best wash day and also making sure you use high quality products such as Sacred or Olaplex. I hope this was helpful in helping you learn how to do your silk press at home, flat iron, whatever you want to call it, okay? At home. Okay, I hope this was helpful for that. Make sure you click that subscribe button for the next Madam J tutorial. And as always, I hope you have the most beautiful and blessed day. Bye.